Hi everybody, this is Judy Bodge with your town supervisor, and welcome to our virtual FunDay Monday series. In an effort to make sure that our residents stay safe this summer, we're adhering to strict social distancing guidelines, and even our FunDay Monday series has gone virtual. Our 2020 series might look a little different than it did last year, but we certainly hope that you'll continue to join us each week because there'll be new and exciting things each Monday. FunDay Monday has grown to be a tradition for so many of our senior citizens, and I know I look forward to our FunDay Mondays every year. With hundreds of seniors attending, we knew that once the pandemic hit, we wanted to continue to host our weekly events, but we needed to develop a plan where we could do this while making sure that our residents stayed safe. So I, along with our town board, worked closely with our Department of Community Services to develop some new and interesting programming for you. Throughout the summer, we will be providing our residents, you, with engaging and fun entertainment every Monday. You'll get to hear from our town board, our town clerk and receiver of taxes about their favorite FunDay Monday memories. We'll have exercise classes, we'll have workshops to tours of hidden gems in North Hempstead. There'll be something for everyone with our virtual FunDay Monday. I hope that you'll join us each week. This week, Council Member Peter Zuckerman will be joining us to talk about his favorite FunDay Monday memories. We'll also be having a virtual health fair, providing everyone with helpful information, tips, and services that are available to help you stay healthy. We hope that you'll be able to take away some helpful information that will help you to lead a happy and healthy life. So let's get this FunDay Monday and health fair started.
Right now, we're going to be speaking with George Martinez from Nassau County. George is with the Department of Human Services Office for the Aging, and he is the Deputy Commissioner. So thank you so much for joining us here on our FunDay Monday Health Fair program. It's great to have you with us today.
Well, hi, fine. Well, thank you so much. It's my pleasure being with you guys today. We thoroughly enjoy participating in the past events. Unfortunately, as you know, this year is we can't, but it's always one of the better functions that we participate year long. So thank you so much for having us.
It's great that you're here because the county has been a fixture at all the health fairs that we've had at FunDay Monday, and always bringing some great programming. And we appreciate it. So we do appreciate that you're here. So what's happening? What's happening with the county and programs for the services? And we want to hear about your senior centers as well. And a frequent question we get at the town too is, I live in this part of the town. Can I do this Project Independence event? And yes, anybody can cross boundaries in the town. So it doesn't matter what region you're in. So I'm curious about that with the county. If there's a senior center in one area, can somebody from a different area join?
Right. Well, but before I answer that directly, let me just first of all say once again, thank you for letting me be here today. I also want to thank the staff of the Office for the Aging. I mean, during these extremely difficult times, they've done an amazing job. I mean, as you know, the centers themselves are closed, but we've kept the staffs on the centers. Just rather quickly, we have 14 senior centers, 3 lunch programs, and 5 adult daycare centers that run everywhere from the town of North Hempstead to Oyster Bay to town of Hempstead to the 5 towns. So we're open. It doesn't really matter where you live. The only rules are you get to be over the age of 60, and you're more than welcome to attend our centers. Obviously, we would prefer that you go to a center near you because they do provide, in most cases, they provide transportation. So it just makes it easy. But you're welcome at any center. In fact, we know people who center hop. They'll do one function at Center A, then they'll go to Center B, then they'll have lunch in Center C, which is great. But at the same time, it's different. I say for you, we're all one county. We're all neighbors here. So everybody's welcome at our centers.
That's great. I have to say, I've heard a lot of things that seniors do in multiple places. I have never heard of senior center hopping. So that's
I just made it up. Not too bad.
You may have to coin that one.
Yes, well, thank you. I'm going to trademark it. As soon as we hang up, I'm going to call the lawyers and trademark it.
So it's great to have the senior centers. It's good to know that it's a countywide. And what's the best way for somebody to get in touch with the county if they have questions about the senior centers?
It's very simple. We have our New York Connects office, which is basically the main focal point of all phone calls, and it's very simple: 516-227-8900. 516-227-8900. We want you call that number. We will try to address everything from issues with Meals on Wheels to transportation to housing and just general questions. It's a great one-stop kind of coordinator where we can either address it or we can get you to the person that can help you as soon as possible. We get an unbelievable amount of phone calls every day. We have right now we're staffed with about 5 people, and the phones just don't stop ringing.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. We're lucky enough to have 311 at the town, so we get the calls after they've been vetted, and then they're sent to our department. But we have hundreds of calls coming in a day, especially now when that's the one major form of connection for the seniors. So that was the next thing I wanted to talk to you about. We had talked a little bit about how we had to adjust or adapt our services that we provide to the seniors. Like with the town, we're doing virtual FunDay Monday. We're doing our virtual fitness classes, all of our chats, our advisory boards. And what we learned at the town, and I know that you guys did too, and we want to hear about it, is that some of the things that we're doing virtually, I think we're going to continue with because it's working, and we're getting a lot of positive feedback from the residents. They're calling in, they're saying, it was great to take this class at home. It was great to be, on this meeting at home and see everybody. So we're going to definitely be continuing virtual programming in some way once we get back. And of course, we'll be doing in-person programming too. So what's happened? How's that kind of impacted you all at the county?
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, we're doing things that we didn't do before, and we really are pleased with the results. It's like you, we've been using our Facebook and our website to really enhance. We're doing a lot of everything from yoga classes to cooking classes, and we really are surprised at the number of people who are contacting us who did not know that we existed, who didn't know that the centers were there. On top of that, we also wanted to focus on the basics. We have continued the Meals on Wheels program. Since the COVID started, we've added about 700 people to that, which is kind of an interesting number when you consider that we do almost 500,000 meals a year, which is scary numbers. In addition to that, we were lucky enough that we saw this thing coming early, so we jumped ahead and we were able to acquire shelf stable boxes. With each box is about 3 to 5 meals, so we've done about 30,000 of those. And then on top of that, we've been able to contact with local restaurants, and we've done up another 10 to 20,000 meals. So the basics as far as the meals are, we got that really covered. We haven't really missed a beat at all. Our case managers have really ramped it up to continue the conversation, because people have now, their needs and their wants are much different. Just people are just scared, really are concerned. And what we've done is we work with all of our center managers to make sure that they have daily contact with all of our members. It's really important to check on them, see what's going on. And from that, we've been able to get a lot of feedback as to what people want and really need. And sometimes all they do is they just want somebody to talk to. Another thing that we did was really a lot of fun. We acquired, through the help of New York State NYSOFA, we acquired the robotic pets, dogs and cats. These are amazing little, they're not toys, they're actual little robots, which really kind of bond with the seniors. And they have been an unbelievable hit. I mean, people are just loving these things.
How does that work?
It's a cat or a dog. It's either a puppy or a cat. You adopt it, and it becomes becomes part of you, and it just reacts with you. Everything from it purrs, it talks to you, it moves, and then also it kind of begins to react to you. If you name it, it will begin to learn its name, and
Yeah.
just everything from just giving you companion. Also, what they're finding out is it actually helps you kind of maintain, kind of lowers your blood pressure, lowers your overall. It's that nice little huggy thing that's just wonderful. So we've given out almost over 200 of those in
That's
the last couple.
amazing. And you don't have to take them out for a walk or
No, that's the best. You got
feed
to
them.
feed them or anything,
You got
and
to
it just.
charge them, I assume.
If you want, go on our. If you get a chance, go on our Facebook to see pictures with people with both the cats and the dog. It's been a big.
Definitely. That's really great. That's
And then getting back to you, and a lot of these things, we are going to continue. We're looking to expand
right.
our Facebook. I mean, particularly some of the classes, we're surprised with some of the feedback we got, and particularly the exercise classes. As you all know, yoga is so important and really so much fun.
Yeah.
That the more we do, the more people want to participate.
Yeah. It's really fascinating. One of the things that we talk about a little bit with the team is that we did learn a lot from Sandy.
Right.
So some of the things that we learned from Sandy, of course, very, very different than what's going on. But, we put together lists and programs that we're prepared for. So now that, our subcontracted project independence nurses and social workers have maintained and kept these lists up of people who are homebound, or maybe people who are on oxygen, or all the kinds of things that you'd want to make sure you check in. So we've kept those lists up. So we kind of learned from Sandy, to create these lists, and, they've maintained a nice connection to a lot of the seniors who otherwise would, kind of be lost right now. And we, again, get a lot of great responses, thanking, the town, thanking Project Independence. It's so vital to stay connected, with the seniors, especially those who are, they're homebound to begin with. So in a sense, they're kind of used to it, where you have, a lot of the more active seniors who are, going to these classes in person places, who are now kind of not necessarily homebound, but quarantining at home to stay safe because they are in that population. So we've learned a lot also during this pandemic, that we're going to continue. I mean, I think it's part of, preparing, which Project Independence is so much about planning. Have you found that any of the things that the county learned maybe back in Sandy helped a little bit with what's going on now?
Well, absolutely. As somebody who lost their home during Sandy, and then my coworkers here who went through Sandy, absolutely. We kind of used, particularly in the early stages of this of COVID, we took that approach where this is a crisis, and we used a lot of the lessons learned for the whole Sandy process about smart anticipation. Such as getting the food, getting this, getting that. So we were really, I can't say enough, but my co-workers, we were really in some cases way ahead of the state and other organizations, because we had the experience. We knew what happens when, and particularly with Sandy, at least you knew there was a beginning and there was a middle and the end. With this thing, we don't know where the end is. So it's just an ongoing, being active, trying to be real aggressive in the areas we have to, and also being patient. Because we are dealing with people's, fears and insecurities, and that's something that we need to be, particularly who we deal with, which is a very vulnerable group. Yeah,
absolutely. And we're continually, also adjusting because of the length of time that this is carried on. Where we're still there, we're 4 months into it now, and slowly coming back and very cautiously coming back. So yeah, it's we're still learning. We're still learning what to do, and people are starting to call. Well, when are we going to start doing programs live, and when's the town going to do this? And the supervisor of the town, is just, she's on the siding with caution and following, whatever's happening with the state. And, She's really, she's been great too. She's been on most meetings with all Project Independence Advisory Board. So I'm sure with, the county executive too, she is always involved, and the seniors are just seen, I think they're adapting better than anyone, the senior population. It's like kind of, okay, this is what we're doing. And,
and what's the thing with us, both the county executive and deputy county executive have been fantastic. Whatever we have asked, it wasn't a maybe,
Exactly.
whatever we've asked for,
Right.
they have really, we can't say enough. It's amazing. The people's true character comes out when we go through these situations. And as I said before, I mean, I really can't complain. Everybody really has stepped up and done an amazing job.
Yeah. We've had seniors actually call in and say, can we get access to the parks earlier? Can the seniors? So, they would call the supervisor. Now, anybody in the town can go to North Hempstead Beach Park. Of course, you have to, follow all the protocol. The seniors, if you're 60 and over, you can take a walk at 6 a.m.
Okay,
So they're opening it up early. So, they have an opportunity to, get there when no one else is around.
Right.
So we have about just like under 2 minutes left. And, we really want to thank you for sharing all that's going on in the county and being such a great partner with the town of North Hempstead, with FunDay Monday, and, anything. And, Project Independence is just so happy to be working with the county's Department of Services for the Aging. And I just wanted to just give you some last thoughts, words of advice or wisdom or something, that you've learned during this period that you'd like to share.
I think like anything else, we need to be patient, and we really need to be sensitive to other people's needs and other people's views.
Yeah.
We all look at the same painting and get different things from it. And I think, we just need to understand that for a lot of people, this is very scary, very traumatic, and we need to make sure that they feel secure and they feel safe. And particularly with the older population, more than ever, we owe them, that a little extra. And I think it's, as I said before, I'm really happy and comfortable the fact that we have really met the needs. We really have not missed a beat, in particular the stuff that people really are concerned about, which is food and safety.
Right, food and safety.
We really have just kind of covered all the bases. So and for that, I thank the county executive, and I thank our co-workers and people like you, our partners in the towns and the other in the cities, where everybody's really coming together and working. And it's great. And the other things I'm looking forward to next year, hanging out at the beach with you guys at FunDay Monday and a bunch of other stuff. So hopefully it will be something that will, it was something of the past.
All right. So we'll see you at the health fair in 2021.
Looking
and
forward
again, thank you and your incredible team over at the county. And we really appreciate your time, and have a great rest of the summer.
Thank you. And all the best to everybody in North Hampshire. We really appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Hi, how are you? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. It's good to see everyone. We've made it. We've made it to summer. It's FunDay Monday. Welcome to our Tai Chi practice. So let's go. Separate our feet. Settle into our feet, into the ground. Drop our tension, drop the arms, drop our shoulders, let them go. Breathe in through our nose, out through our nose. Good, so nice deep breath in, and release. Let the arms slow down, let the arms slow down. We're gonna circle, palms up, breathe in and up, Exhale, washing down. Again, breathe in, circling up. Exhale and release, washing down. Breathe in one more time, all the way up. Exhale and down. We're going to start out twisting. So settling into our legs, keeping our feet flat. Controlling our hips, let the arms go. So keeping our posture straight, so head up, opening up our neck, opening up our spine. Adding our legs, so we're going to shift a little bit, still keeping our feet flat. So feet flat on the ground, settle into our feet, into the ground. So we're stable. Our foundation is solid. Nice and easy. So warming up our legs, our hips, and relax. Slow down our legs, then our hips, then our arms. Inhale, up to forehead. Exhale, washing down. We're going to loosen our neck, drop our chin. Look up. Look down. Again, up. And straight ahead, look to your right. Look to your left. Again, right. And left. Back to center. Ear to our shoulder. Side to side. So lay our head down. Just easy with our neck. Back to middle and circles. Small circles. So again, just nice and easy. Loosen neck. Reverse. Circle the other way. Keeping our shoulders down. Tension down. Come back to our center. Keep the shoulders back. Point our chin forward. Release. Point forward. And back. Again, open neck. And back. Moving down. Stretch here. Circle the shoulders forward. Rolling forward. Up and forward. So opening up the back. And reverse. Roll back. Up and back. Pulling back. Good. Opening the body. Moving down. Adding our weights. Alternate forward. Waist and shoulder. Rolling forward. Up and forward. And reverse. Rolling back. Pulling back. Up and back. Massage our lower back. Feet to back. So nice and easy. And tap the back. So stimulate the body. We're going to tap outside of our hips. Just down to our knees. So just our thighs. Outside of our legs to our knees. Inside of our legs. Back up. Outside. Down the legs. Sitting back. Inside. Pushing up. One more time. Outside legs. Inside and up. Hands to our hips. Circle our hips. So circle hips over feet. Loosening hips. So don't make these circles too big. So don't exaggerate our movements. Reverse. Circle the other way. Still keeping our shoulders down. Good. Relax. Relax. Loose. Loose. Back to middle. Moving down. Feet closer. So very small circles for our knees. Slight bend. And reverse. So not bending our knees too much, just a little bit. And up. Separate our feet. Right foot, 45 degrees. Shift to our right. Left foot in. Touch our heel and toe. Heel, toe. Circle on our toe. Loosen our ankle. Reverse. Circle the other way. And back. Switch. Other side. Left foot, 45 degrees. Shift to our left. Right heel. Touch. And toe. Again. Heel. to toe, circle on our toe. Again, loosening our joint, reverse, circle the other way. And close. Back to our middle, to our wrist, scooping in. So again, drop those shoulders, keep our head up, keep our spine open. Reverse, back of hands out, brushing out. Inside, outside. So palm of hand, back of hand, both ways. Palms up, our elbows bending in, pointing down. Inside up, down our center. Again, pull it, point down. Reverse, pull up, open forward. Again, up and forward. Pull, open, and down. Touch our right shoulder. So right palm up, circle out to our right, and down. Up and back to our right, and lower. Again, circle top to bottom. Reverse, sweep back to front. Using our hips, bring the arm and forward. Again, back to our right and forward. Drop our hand, switch. Touch our left shoulder. Left palm up, circle out to our left and down. Again, circle top to bottom. Out left and down. Reverse, bottom to top. Sweep back to front. Again, bottom and top. Drop our hands. Now we'll stretch, palms up. Inhale, expand up, open up. Exhale, circling down. Breathe in and up, expand. And release. And lower. Inhale again. Fill. And release. Now, left palm pushing up. Right palm pushing down. Inhale, push and pop. Exhale, release. So right palm pushing up to sky. Left palm down to ground. Release. Breathe in, push and pop. Exhale. Again, breathe in, stretch and pop. And release. So palms facing, a small spinal twist. So reach our right side forward. Twist, reaching our left side forward. Reach our right. Reach our left. Again, our right. Our left. We're going to reach across. Bigger body turn. Cross the body. Cross the body. So towards the trees. Reaching across right. Across left. Right. Left. Again, right. Back to middle. And now we're going to sit back a little bit further and let the body hang forward over our feet. So just relax the upper half of our body. Inhale, roll up to middle. Exhale, roll down and forward. Breathe in, rolling up. Exhale, rolling down. Breathe in and up. Separate our feet a little bit wider. Sitting back a little bit, so bending the knees a little bit if we're standing, or we can sit on a chair. Right hand bottom, left hand top. Shift to our right, reach for our corner. Shift left and reach over our head. Shift right, stretch our side. Shift and circle left and reach. Again, so shift right, reaching over right. Shift left, reaching over left. Back to middle. And down. Good. So bring our feet closer, back to our middle. So starting with some balance, hands on our hips. So again, settling into our legs, into our feet, into the ground. Keeping our feet flat. Starting just a shift to our right. Keep our feet flat to our left. Feet are still flat. Shift right, left, Again, side to side. Just our legs, so push the body right, push the body left. Settle right, left. Now we're going to shift all the way over to our right leg, so left foot can move. Open to our side, shift all the way left, and pull in. So open our right, settle to our right, close our feet. Open left, settle to our left, close our feet. Right, settle, and close to our left, settle, and close. So here, right, together, like our ankle exercise, left heel, we're going to touch forward, and close, open again, settle left, together, right heel, touch forward, and close, settle right, together. Now left toes, we're going to touch behind the body, as if we're stepping back, and close. So we're just moving that leg, settle left, together, just moving our right leg, right toes, touch back, and close, settle right, together, left toes, back, and close, settle left, together, right toes, back, and close. Now, settle right together. So left leg, we're going to go forward and back. So left heel in front and close. Left toes back, together. Settle to our left. So right leg can move. Right heel forward and close. Right toes back and close. Right, together. So left heel forward, together, back, together, left, close, right foot, forward, together, back, together. So now we're going to add just one arm, our left side, settle right, together. Now left arm and leg, so heel forward, left arm up, arm in line with our leg, and close. Settle left, together, right arm and leg, so right heel, right arm, and close. Right, together, left arm and leg, touch in front, and close. Left, together, right arm and leg, touch in front, and close. Again, right, together, left heel, touch, close, one more time, left, together, right heel, touch. Now we're going to hold here for a moment. Now this right arm in line with our right leg, left hand going to be by our elbow, or push in the middle. Now together, settle to our right, left arm and leg, in front, in line, right hand in the middle by our elbow, and close. Settle left, together. Now all three limbs, so right arm and leg, both arms up together, and close. Settle to our right, together, left arm and leg with both arms, lift or touch or open, and close. Left, together, right leg, both arms, and close. Right, together, left leg, both arms, and close. Okay, separate our feet. We're going to see if we can take some steps forward, some steps back. So just some legs again, so just some walking. So settle to our right, feet together, step to our right corner, shift forward, keeping our feet flat, settling down, sit back, left together, and close. Step to our right corner, shifting forward, feet flat, back, right together. We're going to take 2 steps back, step back to our left corner, sit back, sitting down, again, into legs, into feet, into ground, shift all the way back, and close our feet. Step back to our right corner, shift back, sitting down into both feet. Now shift all the way back and close. So again to our left, stepping forward, shift forward, back, all the way left, together, step to our right corner, shift forward, back, all the way right, together. Now stepping back to our left, sitting back, sitting down, all the way back and close, step back to our right, shift all the way back and close. Separate our feet. So our shifting practice, we're going to come back to our walking in a moment. So just shifting side to side, left to right, left and right, adding our hips, shift left, turn left, shift right, turn right, left, turn left. So legs and hips, right to left, right, left, good, side to side, again circling right to left. Now right palm, top, think of pushing something, pushing top, pressing down, pushing away bottom, and up, pushing left, down to right, and up, push to side, down, push to side, and up, left, down, right, and up, again, left, down, right, we're going to switch, so drop our right hand, left palm in, pushing our top, palm down, pushing to our bottom, and up, pushing right, down to left, and up, push to side, down to side, still using our legs, still using our hips, arm is just attached to body, pushing top, adding both arms, bottom, so one hand top, one hand bottom, switch our hands, push to our right, switch our hands, pushing left, one up, one down, pushing right, one left, one press, push left, and switch, push right, and switch, again, left to corner, right to corner, pushing left, switch to right, switch. One more time, we're going to add our stepping. Now, push all the way to our right, together. Lift our right hand, step to our left corner with our heel. So shifting left, turning left, pushing to our left. Sit back, shift all the way left, switch our hands, step to our right corner, and push to our right, back, right together. For now, just drop our hands, our 2 steps back, step back to our left, sitting down, all the way back, and close. Step back to our right, all the way back, and close, back to our middle, left palm down, right palm in, so other side. Now shifting all the way to our left, lift our left, step to our right corner, and push to our right, so one hand top, one hand bottom, back, shift all the way right, lift our right, step to our left, and push to our left corner, back, shift all the way left, together. For now, drop our hands, step back to our right, sitting back, sitting down into legs, all the way back, and close. Step back to our left, shifting back, sitting down, all the way back, and close, together. Good. So here, palms together, right hand bottom, left hand top. So we're going to add our previous movement. We're going to push to our right, all the way right, together, lift our right, step to our left corner, and push to our left, forward. Now back, We're going to shift forward and think of grabbing a wheel or holding a ball. We're going to step back, take one step back, shifting back. Switch our hands, one hand up, one hand down, together. Left arm and leg in front, right hand by our elbow. Again, same two movements, same side. Feet together, lift our right, step to our left, and pull. Sit back. Now we're going to shift forward together. Grab or hold something, step back, sitting back, circle to our right. Left arm and leg in front, right hand in the middle, and close. Switch. Step to our side. Shift all the way left. Together. Switch our hands. Step to our right corner. And push to our right. Sit back. Shift all the way forward. Together. Grab a wheel or holding a ball. Step back to our left corner. Sitting down. Circle left or switch our hands. Right arm and leg in front. Left hand by our elbow. Again, same side. Lift our left. Stepping right. And push. Sit back. Here we go. Shift forward together. Grab. Step back to us, so holding something. Pull it back. Circle left. Right arm and leg in front. Touch our heel. By our elbow. Left hand in the middle. Down. Separate our feet. Okay. So building a pattern. Right palm down. Left palm in. So shift all the way to our right. Together. Lift our right. Stepping left. We're going to push 2 times. Push once to our left. Back. Shift all the way left. Switch our hands. Step to our right corner. And push to our right. Back. So now we're going to shift forward. Together. Grabbing our wheel. Step back to our left. Sitting back. Circle left. Right arm and leg. Touch. Left hand in the middle. Drop our hands and close. Step back to our right. Together. Back to our middle. Other side. Left hand bottom. Right hand top. So shifting left. Push to our left. All the way left. Lift our left. Step to our right corner and push to our right. Back. Shift all the way right. Switch our hands. Step to our left corner. Push to our left. Back. Here we go. Shift forward and grab. Stepping back to our right. Sitting back. Circle right. Together. Left arm and leg in front. And by our elbow. Right hand in the middle. Drop our hands. And now, feet together. Step back to our left. Together. And close. Back to our right. Together. And close. Separate our feet. Okay, so one more pushing movement. Pushing intent. Palms together. So our spinal twist. Right side, push forward. Left side, pull back. Twist to switch. Left side forward. Twist. Right side forward. Push our left. Push our right. Push left. Push right. Put one forward. One back. Back to our middle. So with a little bit of stepping. Now shift right together. Left arm and leg. We're going to step to our left corner. Push to our left. Together. If we step to our right corner, push to our right. Together. Okay? Now, if we're stepping back to our left, we still have our right arm and leg in front. Together. If we step back to our right, We have our left arm and leg pushing away in front. Together. So left arm and leg push 1. Together. Right arm and leg push 2. Together. Left side step back. Push away. One side. Together. Right side step back. Push away. The other side. Together. Again. Left. 1. Close. Right. 2. Close. Step back left. 1. Close. Step back right. 2. Close. Back to middle. While our hands are here, we're going to inhale, expand, exhale, and squeeze. Breathe in, open heart, exhale, and release. Now, put everything together. Here we go. Right palm down, left palm in. Shift all the way, right together. Left or right. Step to our left and push. 1, back, left together, and switch. Step to our right corner and push. 2, back, forward, grabbing our wheel. Step back to our left. Circle left, together, right arm and leg, heel. Now here, close our feet. Step back to our right. Push away and close. Step back to our left. Push away. And together. Feet together. Again, other side. Left hand down. Right palm in. Shift left together and switch. Step to our right and push. Forward. Back. Right together and switch. Step to our left and push. Forward. Back. Left together. Grab our wheel. Step back right. Circle right. Together. Left arm and leg in front. And we're holding something. Close our feet. Step back with our left. Push away. Together. Step back with our right. Push away. Back to middle. Separate our feet. Palms facing. Inhale. Expand a little bit. Exhale. Release. Breathe in. And release. And now. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Shake out the arms, shake out our hands, drop our tension. So again, loose, loose, nice and easy. Settling down into our legs. So we're going to swing our legs a little bit, shifting one leg, loosen the other. Shift, loosen the other. So nice and easy. Settle into one leg, settle down and into foot, into ground. And swing, loose, loose. We're going to massage our lower back. Again, feet to back. And gently tap. Out to our hips. Down our legs, so down towards our knees. Outside legs. Inside, up legs. Outside, down. Inside, up. Again, down legs. Up legs. Upper back, tap. Break up our tension. Other side, tap. Upper back. Fingertips like claws, gently tap all over our head. So back, side, top, front. To our ears, index fingers, massage inside of the ears. Every part of the ear. Grab the top, pull down, grab, and pull. Again, grab and pull. Drop our hands. Inhale, 3 circles. Breathe in and up. Exhale and down. Breathe in, circling up. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale. And down. Thank you so much for joining me on FunDay Monday. It's good to be back. It's good to see you all. And we'll see you next time. Enjoy the weather. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good week.
FunDay Monday's health fair brings in a lot of local vendors, a lot of agencies, and among them are our partners. So today we're going to be speaking with Marjorie Paganelli, who is the coordinator for community outreach. You have a long title, so it's going to be a little while, for NY Langone. Is it at Winthrop?
It's NYU Langone at NYU Langone, Long Island.
Long Island, okay. And we, of course, do a lot of programming together, including Balance for Fitness, which is done at the town every Friday with people who are 60 and over will come to the Yes We Can Community Center and take part in that class. And it's just a wonderful program. So why don't we just get right into it? And why don't you tell us a little bit about that program, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the programs that Winthrop Langone are kind of giving for seniors throughout the year.
Okay, so good morning, and thank you for having me on. I'm delighted to be sharing the information about what we're doing here. As you said, the Balance program is done at the Yes We Can Center on Fridays, every Friday during the year, I believe until, I want to say maybe the end of June. I'm not really sure. But that's a program that really helps them maintain their balance, get fitness, get their heart rate going, get some exercise in. And it also is a great opportunity for seniors to really get together. As we know, isolation is not good for seniors, so it gives them the opportunity to also create friendships and also get educated on balance and exercise and fitness all together in one place. And
why don't you tell us a little bit about the facilitator of Balance for Fitness?
So the facilitator for that is my colleague, Robin. She's a registered nurse, so she runs that program on Fridays at the Yes We Can Center every Friday. And she's got a ton of energy,
Yes.
ton of knowledge. They love speaking with her even after the class is completed. They just stay around and they pick her brain and they get a lot of information from her.
Right. So I have to tell you that I know that, our Project Independence members and the seniors who participate in the Balance for Fitness with Winthrop, NYU Langone miss it. So yes. The nice thing that we're going to be doing now is we're planning to air the Balance for Fitness to some degree on Fridays, just like they would normally come to Yes We Can, through the PI virtual fitness exercise programs that air on North Hempstead TV. And that's 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. every day of the week, even Saturday and Sunday. So as you know, Marjorie, we've been coordinating to get something aired fairly soon, so those that do enjoy and engage and come to the program can now do it at home. So we're really looking forward to letting them know, because they're going to be very happy.
Yes, and I'm thrilled to be able to bring it back to them as well. I miss my seniors. Not many of you probably know, I'm actually, I was nicknamed here many years ago as the Senior Whisperer. So I really, really miss my seniors. I'm so thrilled to be able to bring them the program for the balance and fitness, and also offering them the Tai Chi program as well, which
Right.
the Tai Chi program as well, that we'll be able to hopefully bring to you guys on the Town of North Hempstead television.
Right.
Which would
And
be
why don't you tell us a little bit about the Tai Chi instructor?
So I am the Tai Chi instructors. I'm one of them. So is Robin, but I run the Tai Chi programs here. I do most of the classes are on campus. Some could be off. It may be on a library. Last year I did one at the Williston Park Library, which was successful. And it's a great opportunity for them to exercise, but I like to coin the phrase of saying that it's an ageless exercise. So if they have limited mobility, or maybe they can't stand for too long, it gives them the opportunity to also do the Tai Chi program from a seated position. Still be able to,
Excellent.
it's also good for arthritis, it's great for falls prevention, it's great for just all over body and mind. It relaxes them, it gives them an opportunity to still stretch and gain muscle control, but at a slower pace.
Right. So we currently do have Tai Chi airing for one of our instructors, Joe Panico, who's wonderful, and he's doing a Tai Chi class on Thursday. So someone who has never done Tai Chi, is it something that someone could pick up from watching through their television?
Yes, absolutely. So the goal for me when I do the taping for the Tai Chi is to really not just only for them to follow what I'm doing, but to instruct as I go along with all the forms and the warm-ups. So I would instruct and then they can follow. So it would really be an opportunity for them to learn and follow at the same time, because my goal always here, even when we have the classes here on campus, my goal is always to leave them knowing that they can actually bring something home with them that they can incorporate into their life, and not just leave the class saying, oh no, I can't follow her, so how am I going to do this? My goal is always to have them be able to have the tools to be able to do it at home on their own. So yes, they could definitely be able to do this while watching and listening to my instruction as well as following along.
That's wonderful. And that probably goes for somebody who, even at a later age, maybe has never really even exercised, maybe other than walking.
Yeah.
They can really enjoy and learn. You're never too old
Never.
to take on any form of exercise, just being careful and understanding your body and listening to what it's telling you. So that's
Exactly.
wonderful. We really are looking forward to seeing Tai Chi and having, Winthrop, NYU, and going back in, back with us, and doing their programs, broadcasting on on the virtual program. So those are great programs, of course, but we really would love to hear about some of the other programs and services that you have for the senior population here in North Hempstead, and how can they find these programs, and what are the ones that you recommend?
So last year we started something called the Senior Engagement Program, which is an opportunity for seniors to get together and both educate, stimulate, and learn about different topics, really geared more towards the senior population. Seeing as though, unfortunately, because we cannot gather in person, we've actually going to be able to do it through what we call a WebEx. So similar to a Zoom, we've started the programming. The first one will be this month, and then we'll have them from July through October, various topics with a physician. I'm actually doing one on decluttering and organizing at the end of October.
Right.
We'll have something again on osteoarthritis. We're going to be having one. We'll have one on podiatry. So it's really interactive. So they'll be able to question the physician, learn more about it. The goal was always, when we had it here, is that they'd be able to kind of create friendships with other people and make it engaging, not just have them sit down, hear a lecture, and go home. So I still want to be able to bring the information to them so that they can get educated. And then once, of course, when we reopen, we would resume it here in the Welcome Center. So
Okay,
those
so
are just
I
a few
was going to
things.
say, where is here? So why don't we talk a little bit about the Welcome Center and where
Yes.
it's located, and also my important question is the program that you just talked about. Can anybody kind of join in? How do they go about finding out about it?
Yes, they can anybody, it's open to anyone. Anyone could join in. They can visit our website. The website is www.nyuwinthrop.org. So if they visit our website, they can go onto community events, community programming, and there'll be a drop down of all the different lectures and various lectures that we're having, and gives them the opportunity to be able to register right there online.
Wonderful.
Yes.
That's great.
So, and as far as the Welcome Center goes, we're located in Garden City, 1300 Franklin Avenue in Garden City. We're on the main level. And we do, not only do we just do the community programs here, we are really just a hub where people can come in and either get directed through the building or physician referrals, anything going on within the hospital. This is really where they call. And we have two lovely ladies, Diana and Carrie Ann, who sit up front to give them all the information that they need. Any questions, this is where you would come to. Or in addition, you could call here at 866-946-8476. So they could call here also with any questions about events.
If people want the number or that website address, they can call 311 and we'll make sure that people get it if they're requesting it.
Oh, that's perfect. Good.
Yeah.
I love it. That's great. I'm so excited. Really.
Yeah.
We are all excited to be able to work together continually and get more programs up and running for seniors. And it's just, I know that this is challenging times for everyone, but seniors in particular who really like to be around people and, you know, grow and learn and still do so that they can really stay young at heart and young in body and mind. So we're here to do anything we can for them and to help the community with that.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's great, you know, with Project Independence, the town of North Hempstead's, you know, program that we have so many partners and every single partnership is vital.
Yes.
You know, we're such a resource-rich area, certainly on Long Island for anywhere. You know, we have Winthrop right there, and then you know, of course, Northwell, and then St. Francis. So there's a lot of great connections to these resources, and every system has such, you know, a really growing geriatric awareness. You know,
Yes.
I know the term geriatric sounds so old, but it's really
Yes.
important that we take notice of the difference between as we age, as we get older, things change, things are different. It's time,
Yes.
you know, just like you would go to a pediatrician when you're younger because the things that are going on, it's just like as we get older, you want someone who's attentive to the changes of the body as we age.
Yes.
And, you know, so it's great to see in North Hempstead that there's so many, you know, so many options now for seniors where it once
Yes.
it really wasn't, you know, it's, but as we all know, our senior population is growing. I know there was like, AARP put out in their newsletter that I think it was 10,000 people a day turned 65, and that throughout, and that goes until the end of the baby boomers, which are people born in like 63, 64. When those
Right.
people turn 65, that kind of will end the 10,000 people a day, and it's in the millions. I mean, it's just,
I know, it's just
crazy.
staggering. It's staggering, really. And to have all those opportunity for them is wonderful. And so I know you touched on also about geriatrics, and I'm not sure if a lot of people are aware that we have a wonderful geriatric department here also at Winthrop. In Mineola is our Winthrop Geriatric practice, and there's probably about 7 or 8 physicians there, and they gear towards the geriatric population completely. So when people are ready to transition, you know, to the next kind of a physician, they really hone in and they take care of the full patient.
right.
So-
Is that, can people get that information off of the website that you provided
Yes.
before? Okay, so people can call
Yes.
311 and certainly we
Mhm.
can give them that information. And we are actually coming toward the end of this chat. Marjorie, thank you so much for joining us, and we want to thank our wonderful partner NYU Langone Health
Thank you.
with Winthrop, and you know it's just so great to be able to provide information for our town residents through all of our partnerships. So it's just a pleasure to speak with you. And
Thank you. You also.
hopefully next year we'll see you at FunDay Monday at North Hempstead Beach Park.
Yes.
Under the tent for our health fair program.
I hope so. I would love it. That would be great. And I love what you guys are doing as well. So we love working with you.
Thank you so much, Marjorie. Looking forward to speaking again soon.
All right, great. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye now.
Bye.
Hello and welcome to a walk down FunDay Monday lane. I'm Christina Liu. I am the Senior Citizen Program Development Specialist for the Town of North Hempstead Department of Services for the Aging, and also the producer of the fabulous Project Independence and You radio show. And I'm here with John Ryan, who you all know as the all-star host of our weekly radio program. Thank you, John, for doing this with me. And we have our first guest is Councilman Peter Zuckerman, who is for the 2nd District. So welcome, Peter.
Hi, how are you, Christina? It's a pleasure to be here with you and John.
Great to see you.
How are you, Peter?
It's great. It's great to see you. By the way, you are both all-stars. You're both all-stars.
Thanks, Peter. Flattery will get you everywhere in this. It's great to have you. I hope you are doing well. And
Yes,
healthy during
absolutely.
this crazy time. So this we are doing because FunDay Monday, unfortunately, we can't be all together, but we are going to make it work because that's what we do over here at the Town of North Hempstead. So we're just talking about FunDay Monday. So FunDay Monday has been going on for over 35 years. And we want to know, Peter, what is your favorite memory of FunDay Monday?
Well, let me tell you, I miss FunDay Monday. I mean, the truth of the matter is FunDay Monday was an event that I look forward to all year long. I would attend every Monday, and it was something that I know all the electeds, we all really look forward to it. Now, I would tell you, my favorite FunDay Monday event is always our Salute to the Troops, which is the last one of the year. You know, the truth of the matter is it's always bittersweet because it is the last one of the summer, but the Salute to the Troops is my favorite FunDay Monday of the season. You know, on a lighter note, I always really enjoy when we have the Elvis impersonator there. So I enjoy that FunDay Monday. You know, I think a few years ago when we had the hula dancers, I think Senator Kaplan and I were dancing with the hula dancers. So I will tell you that it's certainly a lot of fun, and I really do miss seeing all of our great seniors there. You know, it really was something special to really be able to get to know them. And, you know, this year, obviously, we can't do it. So it's certainly unfortunate.
I'm going to throw in a different question here for Peter. Peter, what is a favorite tradition of yours from when you were a kid? Something you look back on and say, wow, that was a wonderful time.
I'll tell you, when I was a kid, one of the traditions that I truly used to enjoy was every Sunday evening, we would have a family, especially during the summer, we'd have a family barbecue or a family get together. And that was always something that I truly loved. Now, especially with what's going on with COVID-19, obviously we can't really do that. So it's something that we can't do. One of the other things that I would always do during the summer, growing up as a kid, and even in the last few years, is I would go to the ball games. I would go to the Yankee games with my father, my grandfather, and my brother. And that's obviously something we're not going to be able to do this summer because of the COVID-19 situation. And it's truly something that I definitely will miss. You know, one of the other things that I really will miss is going to the beach, going to Bar Beach by itself. When I was a kid, my parents would take my brother and I to Bar Beach. So I have lots of memories there. And unfortunately, I don't think we'll all be going there probably because of the COVID-19 situation together, or certainly with my parents.
It's going to be a different summer, that's for sure. Another question we have for you, Peter, is there special things going on in your district this summer? It's a tough time. There's no question about it, and it's not easy to create things. But are there any things that are going to be going on for seniors?
Well, you know what? I'll tell you. There's my district, as you're right, and a lot of events were canceled. But
Right.
we're going to be having a drive-in movies, and we've had a few already at North Hempstead Beach Park. We've showed Frozen, and I think we showed The Goonies of Grease, the movie Grease with John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. So maybe that would be something that seniors would be interested in. I know that's a movie that when I was a kid, I saw multiple times, and it's a very
it's a
fun
classic.
and energetic.
All right, Peter. So this one is one of our juicy questions. You want to tell us something that nobody knows about you, whether it's a hidden talent or just something that someone, our listening audience may not know about you.
Oh boy, something that no one knows about me. Well, let's see.
But something we're allowed to put on the air.
Well, I will tell you, my favorite, with all this stuff going on with COVID-19 and being home, I certainly have had lots of time to think about food and my favorite foods. So given you'd like to know something about about me that's a secret or that I've never told anyone publicly, is that my favorite food is pizza. I love pizza, and pizza is my favorite food. And it's something that I really have always enjoyed since I was a young boy.
Is there a certain kind of pizza, Peter?
That's a good question. That is a juicy question. And getting me hungry, Christine.
Me too.
I like Sicilian pizza the best. I like Sicilian pizza the best. The thick crust. And there's some great, obviously within the town of North Hempstead, there's multiple great pizza restaurants that have Sicilian pizza. Actually, I had a really great Sicilian pizza last week from a place that had upside down Sicilian pizza.
Ooh!
It was something that I had never tried before. So on upside down Sicilian pizza, instead of the cheese being on top, the sauce is on the top. So it was the sauce is on the top, the cheese is below the sauce. So it was very good. It was very good.
See, you learn something new every day, people.
And that's true. There's probably there's a number of restaurants in the town of North Hempstead that are great for pizza. There's no question about it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It certainly wouldn't be a FunDay Monday health fair without Northwell. Northwell is our Project Independence nursing partner, a sponsor for so many of our Project Independence programs and also townwide programs, and also a great educator partner for the town residents of North Hempstead. So we're very happy to have Dr. Marzina Genius here today. And we're going to be talking about the geriatric medicine and palliative care initiative that is going on at Northwell, and of course the practice over there. And we just want to hear a lot about the geriatric medicine initiative. And then also, I know that you guys do a lot to educate your patients on the various ailments that they may have. So I really want to hear about that, because that's a really important part of kind of taking care and understanding whatever, health conditions are going on. So first of all, welcome, and thank you so much for joining us today. It's really a pleasure to have you.
Thank you, Rebecca, for having me.
Oh, sure. So the Division of Geriatric and Palliative Medicine, this is kind of a newer initiative with Northwell, correct?
So geriatrics in itself hasn't actually been around for that long. So it's a relatively new specialty. Of course, comparing to some of the other ones. But more recently, in the past several years, geriatrics and palliative has been starting to kind of merge together. There's so much that we have in common between the two fields, and we certainly work together very often. And a lot of our patients, we share a lot of patients, certainly, and sometimes the approach to care also is similar. So there's certainly a lot of overlap between the two specialties.
So it's like a natural pulling together of these kind of specialties.
Exactly.
For that aging population. So, with Project Independence and North Hempstead, we kind of look to our older population as 60 and older. Now, 60 is not really an older senior, but it's the range that really happens. We look at it as 60, and the population, the senior population, is growing. So we really do need to accommodate in every way. And the geriatric specialty is just so important because, we have members of Project Independence with the town who are like in their hundreds, and they're still active in many ways. They're cognitively really aware and engaging, and we try to keep engaged with all that. So because of the COVID situation, we've started up a lot of these virtual programs that now they can really take part in, also on television. So that's helpful too. So how do you go about educating patients? So if somebody comes to the practice and maybe they have, some type of heart condition, some type of diabetes, or how do we send that person home a little bit more educated?
So obviously, depending on the condition and the situation, in geriatrics, we really try to look at the care of our patients and approach our patient care in a comprehensive way. So really looking at all the different aspects of the patient, outside of just the actual medical condition, their lifestyle, their social environment, and so forth. And we're actually very lucky in our geriatric practice. We function and care for patients in a multidisciplinary way. So aside from our visit with the physician, our patients generally meet our nurses, our social worker, pharmacy team. So aside from educating our patients about the condition and what to expect and what kind of things to do, not do, and the patient also meets with the pharmacy team who reviews medications and side effects, and they give recommendations about maybe what medications to avoid using with others. So it's really a team approach to educating the patient, which I think is very helpful. Hearing from different people from different perspectives, I think is very helpful for patient education. We also do lectures and kind of formal education, but I think the one-on-one with a patient and their family is definitely helpful and more effective in most cases.
Of course, especially as we get older, when you go to the doctor and you're told a lot of different things, that are going on, maybe you change a medication, maybe a diagnosis changes, whatever it is, and it's a lot of information to leave there. So the fact that you're doing that team approach is just so important, and involving the family, and certainly the medication, and understanding the medication and the doses and maybe what not to take with it, or vitamins. So there's just so much that a senior needs to be educated about, because the fact is that right now there seems to be a lot more geriatricians out there, but most seniors go to their GP or their internist, and where they see patients of all ages, and from there they would be sent to maybe a specialist or something like that. So it's just a really great concept that Northwell has with this division of geriatric and palliative medicine, where it seems like it's, I don't want to put it like a one-stop shop, but your team really is kind of managing all of the, you know, healthcare needs for the senior. And how important is that? Because it's so important that, you know, seniors have that geriatric care. Because as we get older, the focus is different.
Absolutely. And actually, most of our patients, I would say, they actually do still follow with their primary doctor or GP, as you mentioned. And they come to us really for sometimes comprehensive care, where we help them to kind of look at things from a bird's eye perspective. And often we really just focus on kind of the geriatric issues, the frailty, the memory issues, the multiple medical problems, and how do we manage all of those things, as opposed to just focusing on one maybe individual thing. I think that's helpful sometimes, instead of just focusing on one condition, just kind of looking at everything at the same time and seeing how they interact together.
Certainly, because, you know, it's good for the family too. So you also involve family members. Is it just the family should come with someone there? Do you kind of recommend that when they make an appointment, or is it just what naturally would happen when someone would make, you know, an appointment and come for a visit?
We try to treat every patient individually. So it really depends on the patient. And we really try to let the patient lead the care. If a patient wishes to involve others, whether because they want to or because it's necessary, we try to elicit that. If the patient perhaps has cognitive impairment and we feel maybe they may not be the best judge whether they need someone or they don't need someone involved, we try to always act in the best interest of the patient and involve whoever we know the patient trusts with their medical care and medical decisions. And of course, we always try to do this with the patient's permission if possible.
Right. Yeah, it's always good. I mean, at any age to have somebody come with you to a doctor. Sometimes that, you know, you hear a diagnosis, or you know, even if you're bringing your child and you hear something and then you may be surprised and you don't really hear the rest or understand, so you got to take notes. It's always good to have like an advocate with you. Though it sounds like if somebody does come to you, they're going to get a lot of information from you anyway, because most, you know, a big part of what you're doing is, you know, providing information. So, so there's a actual location for the office for geriatric and palliative medicine, where people can, is it within the hospital itself?
So we have geriatric teams within the hospitals. They're actually geriatric hospitalists, but we have also a group geriatric and palliative outpatient practice, which is 410 Lakeville Road, which is right next to LIJ, or Long Island Jewish Hospital, which is one of our hospitals. That's where we do kind of our outpatient geriatric and palliative visits. I would say this is kind of our home base for outpatient care.
So somebody, someone doesn't have to be necessarily discharged from the hospital and then kind of referred to you. Like anybody can call within the area, you know, to come in?
Absolutely, yeah. So a lot of our referrals actually are from patients, families of patients, just kind of word of mouth. But certainly patients who are hospitalized and require or find helpful geriatric care, we hope to see them in the office after they're discharged.
Right. So how long has that outpatient site been up and running?
So actually, it's been running for quite a few years. We just moved to this location just last year. So it's a new location for us, but the actual practice has been around for many years.
Right, right. I'm thinking that, you know, the seniors, you know, in North Hempstead, which I'm most familiar with, are, you know, really living a lot longer, you know, and they're aging, and, you know, so, you know, I'm thinking that the geriatric practice has probably had to make some adjustments for seeing so many people so much older. I mean, you know, having 90-year-old patients coming in maybe every day into their hundreds is very different than probably what we're all, you know, what we were used to 20 years ago, when it was really, you know, 70s and 80s was really a good life expectancy. And today people are living a lot longer. So I'm sure I'm sure you guys are busy.
We are, and actually that's part of the reason why we moved to the new location, is because we've had to expand our practice. And of course, we try to not only accommodate older patients in our care and practice,
Right.
so in our facility. So we have, you know, kind of wider hallways and bigger exam rooms to accommodate not just the patient, but family members, assistive equipment like wheelchairs and things like that,
Right.
To make it a much more comfortable and inviting environment for our patients.
Right, right. Well, that's good, because, you know, sometimes getting someone quite old, you know, older, who does have an accessible device of some kind into the doctor, into the maneuvering around, but to know that you guys really have that accessibility is, you know, is just great for people who need it. So we've been talking with Dr. Marzina Genius, and I'm just happy I can pronounce your name, and I hope it sounds right. It was really a pleasure. We thank you so much for taking the time to be part of the FunDay Monday, which it really couldn't be FunDay Monday without Northwell, because you guys always are a big part of our FunDay Monday health fair for sure. You're a wonderful sponsor. And also our Project Independence nurses, who are always at FunDay Monday, and they're our Northwell partners. So again, thank you so much. It has been a pleasure learning about the Division of Geriatric and Palliative Medicine at Northwell.
Thank you so much, Rebecca, for having me, and have a great day.
A pleasure. You too. So another FunDay Monday health fair regular is EAC. And not only is EAC a regular participant with the FunDay Monday health fair, but they're also a vital partner with the town of North Hempstead's Project Independence. So just so great to have Carol O'Neill, who is the Senior Director of the EAC, here on this virtual chat that we have going. And we also have Project Independence social worker Andrea Taylor, and Project Independence social worker Krista Papatheodorou. So I'm just so happy to have you all here together. We're just going to get right into it. EAC. So Carol, let's start with just a little kind of description of what EAC is, and how we partner with EAC as well.
Sure. Hi, everyone. So EAC is a very large not-for-profit human service agency, and I'm the director of the senior programs, which include Meals on Wheels, in-home respite services, 5 senior centers, one of which is in Port Washington, and some other health-related programs. So, you know, it's really been a wonderful journey working with Town of North Hempstead, Project Independence. We started a long time ago, Rebecca, if you remember, with in-home respite services. That's one of the first
Absolutely.
programs that we partnered with you on. And then we moved on to the social workers, the geriatric social workers, and we'll talk a little bit more about them. So EAC, as I said, is a very large not-for-profit. We're an umbrella agency. So we have at least 100 different programs throughout Long Island, not just Nassau County, but Suffolk County as well, and the metropolitan New York area. A lot of them are court-related, criminal justice, programs for children. We have a child advocacy center in Suffolk County, and if you read a lot about the tragedies of child abuse, especially the child abuse in Suffolk County, that's the kind of work we do. We would step in, we would interview the child when there's an allegation of abuse. We work hand in hand with the district attorney's office in Suffolk County and the police department, and we do it all in a very child-friendly house, so that you can only imagine the trauma when a child is physically or sexually abused, and to have to bring that child to other places like a hospital and a police station. It's very traumatic for the child. So that's really one of the things we're so proud of that we do to really help children and help the community. And that's really what we're all about. We try to look for opportunities that are not already there. Very few of our programs are duplicates, they're all originals.
So it's a wide range. It's a wide range.
Yes, absolutely.
So with Project Independence and with FunDay Monday seniors that come, I know that especially during this crisis that we've endured, you've experienced a lot of growth with the Meals on Wheels program. Could you tell us a little bit about what Meals on Wheels is and how our community was impacted and how you were able to kind of grow your Meals on Wheels with the demand for food services?
Sure. And food, still is, but at the height of the pandemic, when it all started in early March, food was the one thing that everybody was looking for. And especially for older adults, people who lived alone, people who were medically or mentally challenged. It was an extremely trying time for everyone.
Right.
And there were a lot of things going on at the same time.
Yes.
EAC's Meals on Wheels program is the largest Meals on Wheels program in Nassau County. And we had a nice core of volunteers, about 30 volunteers. And the first thing that happened at the beginning of the pandemic is we lost all those volunteers because naturally they were afraid to go out because they were in the age group that would be most vulnerable to contracting COVID. So that was one of the first things that happened to us. We had to really re-envision Meals on Wheels. We changed all of our food. Some of our food had been coming from hospitals. We changed all of our food to frozen food to make it easier to deliver to people and to be able to deliver to more people. We were able to hire more drivers because we got a wonderful grant from the Bank of America, $100,000.
Wonderful.
It really helped us to go forward without missing a beat. So within a week, we moved all of our operations to one central location in North Merrick. It was a school at one time. So we had a lot of room inside and we had two huge parking lots that we need. We hired...
I'm sorry, in terms of North Hempstead,
yes.
What, like the regular people that would get Meals on Wheels versus the increase, what was that like?
Well, what it was like was that at the beginning, and still is in fact now, of the pandemic, all the rules and regulations for eligibility were lowered. So it was possible, and still is possible for people to get Meals on Wheels if they live with a family member, if they have a home health aide. So how it impacted on the people in North Hempstead was that more people were able to get Meals on Wheels almost instantly because of those restrictions. They were lowered. So we went from, in the end of February, we were serving approximately 175 to 250 residents in North Hempstead. We're now serving 600.
Wow.
Just in North Hempstead. So we tripled what we were doing. And that was really a great help to people. We are doing no contact delivery, so there's no worries or fears about, contact with people. All of the food is coming out of a USDA kitchen. The food is wrapped very securely, so there's no issues with that. So that it really took a lot of burden off the people themselves. They couldn't get out to the store. They were petrified, terrified of going out. So that was really such a great benefit for them. And now it's a great benefit because, especially for the people who live alone, because they are getting contact with people. We're making delivery twice a week. So even though we're not physically going to be at the doorstep when the driver delivers the meals, steps away, waits for the person to come and pick up the meals.
Right.
So that's that kind of contact. We're also doing telephone reassurance, a little similar to what you started to do with the volunteers.
And
so
that
there
might be
is contact.
a great way to kind of talk to Andrea and Krista as well. So I mean, the Meals on Wheels program is so wonderful, and even that little bit of contact that the senior has to see the people deliver was so important for them as well. So Carol, you also supervise the Project Independent social workers for the town, and we are just overjoyed to have Andrea and Krista here too. One of the things that we've done because of the crisis that we're in the pandemic is Project Independence hasn't missed a beat. We are virtual. We are doing virtual support groups, and FunDay Monday is virtual, and virtual fitness classes, and you just name it. We are on North Hempstead Television, in addition to various links that people can just click on to see all of the programming. So Krista, let's start talking about some of the virtual groups that you're working on, and then we can wrap it up with Andrea and talk about Neighbors Helping Neighbors, which is, also an amazing program that just expanded so beautifully in the town. So Krista, you've got, I know one of your virtual groups, is it the men's support group that's virtual, and how does that work?
Yes, so it's the men's socialization group, and we meet every Friday at 10:30 a.m. through Zoom virtually. And it's been wonderful. The men are ages 60 and over, and they come together and they discuss current events and their fears that are going on in today's world and their opinions on everything that's happening. And it's a good outlet for them to talk to people outside of who's in their home, and some of them don't even have anybody at home. So it's been a really positive experience.
That's wonderful. And for anybody that's watching, all you need to do to find out about these support groups is call 311-869-6311, and we're very happy to connect you to any of the services that Project Independence does. And just one more question with you, Krista. How did you find the groups were able to adjust to the Zoom? Did you have any issues? Did it work itself out?
So there was, of course, a few issues at the beginning, but it just took another week or so, and many of them got comfortable. And I sat on the phone with a few of the gentlemen and talked them through the process, which they got right away. Many of them have smart devices, whether it's an iPad or an iPhone, and they were able to figure it out. And once they were able to see each other during the group, they were very excited.
Wonderful, wonderful. So it's good to know. And the other thing with Zoom, so we don't want everybody to feel like, oh, I don't have a computer, I can't join. You can also call in. So you can be part of that Zoom group by telephone. So that's a plus too. So nobody's really kind of left out. So that's wonderful.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Andrea, so Andrea, you are kind of, significant in the coordination and overall facilitating now of the Neighbors Helping Neighbors program. And that's really been a wonderful, wonderful program. A lot of responses. We got a lot of publicity too on that when, we were, I think, on Newsday, and we had some even television exposure. So it's been great. So what's the process been like for you?
It's really been very rewarding. So basically how it started, during this COVID crisis, it became evident to the project independent staff, the social workers, the nurses, that a lot of our seniors were faced with isolation. They were lonely. They had no one to talk to. They were suffering from loneliness, isolation. And so in an effort to relieve our senior constituents of their feelings of isolation, Project Independence quickly put the Neighbor Helping Neighbor program into place. Quickly, we got it up and running. And the goal of the program is to keep our seniors connected with one another. So what we advertised the program, and we had a lot of volunteers call in, as well as a lot of seniors. And myself, Nancy Mizraki, Paula Uhl, and Christina Liu, we worked together. Nancy and I, we interview any volunteer as well as a senior who's interested in participating in the program. We get a little history about them, perhaps their work.
Andrea, does it have to be a senior who is going to volunteer, or could be any age?
21 and older is what we ask, any age, preferably if you live within the town of North Hempstead.
Right.
And so we try to match our senior constituents up with the volunteers. So if they have similar work histories, backgrounds, hobbies, interests, we like to do it that way so that it's an easier start for them once they start communicating over the phone. Once they're matched, the volunteer will then call the senior once a week.
Right.
And we've made a lot of really, really good connections. We've had a lot of wonderful feedback. The program is really doing well.
And so when someone makes that match, when you make the match, the volunteer who has something in common with the person receiving the calls, how often do they talk? Like, what's that relationship like? What's the guidelines?
So we request that they call at least once a week. If the volunteer and the senior feel that they would like to increase the amount of phone calls, that's up to them. We ask the volunteer to at least dedicate 10 or 15 minutes per phone call. However, most times the phone calls exceed that. I've had volunteers as well as the seniors tell me that the phone calls have lasted for an hour, that they've just had so much in common and so much to talk about that before they knew it, they had been on the phone for an hour. Some of them have, I'm sorry?
I was going to say, so maybe without naming names, do you have a particular match that you can kind of tell us about, something that happened, people that are friends, or?
We've had, quite a few great matches. I think a few of them were featured in Newsday, and I think,
true.
Right. So a lot of them have made very good connections where they are hoping that after this whole pandemic that they will somehow at some point be able to meet each other, if permitted, because they've really established a great relationship, and the seniors look forward to the phone calls each week.
Right. And it's also true that occasionally one of the volunteers will talk to somebody who kind of expresses a depression or some anxiety or something like that. And the volunteers are trained to make sure that they alert a Project Independence social worker to let them know. So they do have restrictions. We're not giving any medical advice. There's nothing like this. This is just to talk about things that you have in common, whether it's reading or music or anything like that. Krista, anything come to mind too with your experience where you have a case or something that you work on where you just like to share with us, of course, without naming names?
Without naming names. Okay, so I've been working with this gentleman. He is 82 years old, and he's been married to his wife for 52 years, and his wife is in a nursing home right now, and he hasn't been able to see her in months, and it's been very difficult, and he's very emotional, he's very lonely, and at the same time it's really good for us, for every person in this situation, to have somebody to talk to. And you don't realize you don't realize how alone, you know, people are until they really talk about it and they share how they're feeling. So we have definitely been providing emotional support as much as possible.
Right. Sometimes just, you know, contacting someone and
Absolutely.
That's wonderful. It's good to know. And I'm sure that people listening, even family members, if they are, you know, parent or grandparent lives in North Hempstead, you know, they can reach out to Project Independence. And so, Carol, it's really amazing the services and programming that, you know, EAC and these wonderful social workers are providing to the seniors in the town of North Hempstead. Do you have anything special that you recall, or something that was just kind of, I don't want to say magical, but like a real kind of, you know, this is why we're here, this is what we do moment, like with North Hempstead, that you could remember, aside from being a wonderful, vital partner for the entire duration of Project Independence, well into the future?
Yeah, this really have been some really moments where I say to myself, this is why I'm here. You know, this is why I'm doing this. And the social workers are amazing. During this crisis, from the very beginning throughout, they never stopped. They never thought about, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this or I shouldn't do that. They transitioned to remote work very, very quickly. And the whole emphasis was on reaching out to people. One of the things that I do remember, and it was really with Meals on Wheels, is that one of our wonderful community agencies, the North Hempstead Chinese Association, contacted me a while ago, and they wanted to provide a special treat, Chinese food and some masks and some fruit for a group of seniors. And I set it up. It was very difficult to do because you have to get everyone's permission to make sure they're going to be home at that specific time. And finding out that the food would be lower in sodium because a lot of Chinese food isn't. And we set it up, and it was absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. We did 2 events, one in certain towns within the town of North Hempstead, and the people were just so happy. The smiles on their faces was incredible. And I think that's what it's all about. With Andrea and with Krista and with our other social workers, is just making it a special moment so that you can forget for a few minutes all of the things that are changing in your life. And I think that's what really is important for all of the services that we provide through the town of North Hempstead.
Well, I, you know, definitely agree. You know, it's such a natural partnership that I think Project Independence, the town of North Hempstead's Project Independence, has with EAC. We are connected daily. We all, you know, meet. I know with Paula Ewell, the other deputy commissioner for Project Independence, and our entire DOSA staff. I mean, we're all so connected in every way. And you guys are always available, and, you know, always seem to know the right answer. So it's just a wonderful relationship, and we're lucky to have you guys as part of Project Independence. So with that being said, I want to thank you all so much for this FunDay Monday Health Fair chat for the virtual FunDay Monday program. And look forward to working with you guys for many, many, many years. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So another FunDay Monday Health Fair regular are our nurses from Project Independence. Project Independence has Project Independence nurses, Nurse Kelly Steinman and Project Independence nurse Janet Golan, both from Northwell, both vital to the program Project Independence, as Northwell is. So Northwell is our healthcare partner with Project Independence. So how are you doing, Kelly? How's it going?
It's going very well. Summer is here, it's upon us. And I've been working from home, checking in with as many clients as I can, and saying hello, and just that phone call really means a lot to them and me.
Right. So those check-in calls are vital for the seniors, and we get a lot of wonderful feedback for the residents. Call 311 all the time, and you know, Janet, you too, we get a lot of calls saying it's just a relief to know that someone's checking in, seeing how we're doing, saying hello. Even it could just be as much as just saying hi, and it means so much. So that's a real wonderful, wonderful service that you guys are providing to the seniors. So one of the things we're definitely going to talk about, and it makes sense, aside from being on this, you know, virtual podium right now for FunDay Monday, which is going to be airing every Monday throughout the summer on North Hempstead TV, is summer safety. So coming from a nurse, it's different maybe coming from somebody else, especially, you know, when we're talking about seniors. So what are some of the things that people need to, I want to say, plan for prior to the summer starting, because I think that's important too. And then kind of as the summer progresses, what are we looking at? So what are the tips that you would generally give? And that's a question, you know, both for, you know, either Janet or Kelly.
So Rebecca, I think Kelly and I are happy to be able to share with the Project Independence constituents how to really enjoy their summer and stay safe. We're hoping everybody is already beginning to enjoy the month of July, as we're already into our summer. And we've all been through several months of isolation.
Yeah.
So we're sure many of you are all anxious to get out and about. And we would just like to share with you, both Kelly and I, some of the precautions in order to have a really safe summer. So we know that getting outside is just so important for our body as well as for our mind. I think all of us feel that our mind really needs to have new opportunities during this time of isolation. It's been challenging for everyone. So, but we just want everybody to be mindful that when the outside temperatures go, you know, above 80 degrees or so, that as older adults, we need to really be proactive and take precautions to avoid the dangers of excessive heat. So I think Kelly is going to share with you some of those important tips on really how to stay safe, stay cool, and really enjoy your summer. Kel?
Oh, hi.
Hi,
I'm
Kelly. So what are some of these tips that you know, the seniors can benefit knowing? I mean, some of it is common sense, but sometimes we don't follow common sense rules, and hearing it from, you know, a Project Independence, a nurse would really kind of benefit for anyone listening, I'm sure, of any age.
Right. Well, when the weather starts to turn nice, we don't always think about protecting ourselves. So the first thing we want to do is really just get out there and enjoy the hot weather, because especially now since we've been inside for so long. So a lot of people are really going outside, taking advantage of the weather, but they're not really planning. So some of the things that we would like you to plan for is, if you're going to spend some time outside, please try to do it in the early hours or in the evening when the sun isn't directly beating down on you. So you really should plan your activities, and the key word is plan. So we always need to have a plan in healthcare and just in general life. So our plan for the summer season is to get you to do activity in the morning and at night. The next thing we would like to talk about is to use your air conditioner to stay cool. Now, this brings up some subjects of, sometimes I don't want to use my air conditioner because it's a lot of money, or it's a little too cold. So you don't have to have your air conditioner on 60 like my husband. However, if you put it on 70, it just takes the humidity out of your house, your apartment, or your bedroom. So that's just a key thing. You don't have to have it running all the time. You can put it on Money Saver. But if you have an air conditioner, please use it. It doesn't look nice in the window, and you might think that. However, it can really be very beneficial to your health and to your mind, because when you're very hot, your mind doesn't really work the way it should. So we need you to stay cool. Stay in the air conditioner. If you do feel that you can't afford your air conditioner, please call Project Independence and speak with a social worker, because there are some programs that may be able to help you with that. You might be able to benefit from a program just by speaking with one of the social workers, something you didn't even think about before.
Yeah.
The next tip that we would like to talk about is staying hydrated. So you would like to have maybe 5 or 6 glasses of water during the day. You know, a lot of seniors, when you talk to them, you ask them, how much water are you drinking every day? Oh, well, I have a glass.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. A glass is not enough, especially in the hot temperatures. Your body can sweat, so the more you sweat, the more you need to drink. So every day you should be keeping a glass of water or just a water bottle on your counter. Every time you pass it, you take some. You'll be surprised how much more water that you take in. You need to drink more water during the summer months to stay hydrated. You need to cool your body off. That's another way to cool your body off, by drinking cool water or cool liquids. I don't want to hear everybody saying, oh yeah, I had 4 cups of coffee today. Coffee and caffeinated beverages will dehydrate you. So water or decaffeinated beverages are very good for you. Even maybe an electrolyte water is good too, if some people drink that. Another tip that we have is we need to talk about sunburn. So sunburn is painful in anyone, kids, seniors. It's very, very important that you keep yourself covered with SPF 15 or above. Some people even say SPF 30 or above. It's very important. Everybody should be covering their face. Women, you could see here on my shirt, your chest. Everybody should be covering. Men, even if you're wearing a baseball cap, we have problems with the ears. Everybody should be covering their ears. You should be covering all exposed surfaces a couple times a day. So if you're going out in the morning and spending some time outside with sunscreen on, that's great. But if you're going to be going out later on in the afternoon, we would really like you to apply sunscreen again. Everyone should be also going for an annual skin check with their doctor. Very important, because everybody remembers sitting there with the screen sun tanning when you were a kid. You could be, you could have some troubles now, which we would like you to look at and plan to see a doctor once a year for a skin check. Another thing that we want to talk about is bugs. So it's very good when you're going out during this time and you're taking a walk, but it's very important not only to cover your skin with sunscreen, but to also give yourself protection against bugs. Sunscreen and bug spray should be right next to your door, so every time you go out, you apply both. Now, we all know that there's viruses out there, right? And we don't want to get anything else from any mosquitoes or any other insects out there, maybe ticks that are out commonly during the summer months. So especially with the light winter we just had, ticks are a problem this year. So if you get some sunscreen and bug spray and apply them before you go out, it's very, very helpful. Another tip is if you're feeling overheated, you need to make sure that you get into a cool place, a cool, dry place, like something with air conditioner, if you're able to. Or if you notice that someone is out there and maybe one of your friends has been sitting out in the sun, maybe you can encourage them to come in and maybe sit in the air conditioner for a little while. Get some cool fluids in you if you can. And if there's any other problems, I believe Janet's going to go into that, I think. Right, Janet? You're going to
Really,
go into
Kelly.
that?
Yeah, thanks for sharing. I think those are all really great tips. And I'm sure all of you watching will agree that these are really some safety precautions for all of us to take this summer. And I think one other thing I just wanted to add to Kelly's tips was just in choosing how you dress during the summer.
Right.
Dress in, if you can, in light fabrics and light colors. And if possible, try wearing just a hat with a brim to protect yourself from the sun and keep yourself safe. I just think that that will also, help everybody to feel more comfortable. But so, of course, Kelly shared some great tips for keeping you safe. And there's one thing I think that both Kelly and I find we want to be sure that you know that there are serious health complications that can come from being exposed to the heat for too long of a time. And the first of those situations Kelly started to talk about, we call heat exhaustion. And it's really when you develop symptoms such as, you're just not feeling yourself. You're perhaps feeling weak. You're perhaps nauseous, a little vomiting, maybe a headache. Maybe you feel that your heart is racing quite a bit. You may be, dizzy, feeling you're almost going to faint. Some people often will develop muscle cramps. We call this condition heat exhaustion. And our recommendation for all of you, since everybody is over the age of 60, is that if you are out and about and feeling a change in your health status with any of these symptoms, we really recommend that you call 911. Let the emergency responders come and evaluate you. They are great about that. They'll come, they'll check you out, they will give you recommendations. Should you just be hydrated? Should you just stay in a cool place for a little bit of time? And if necessary, they will recommend transporting you to a hospital for emergency care, but not always. So take advantage of our medical personnel to advise you when you have a change in your health status. None of us are 30 anymore. And from the different health conditions and our different medicines, we really just need to be as cautious as we can managing the changes that some of the heat can cause us. If this condition that we kind of described of heat exhaustion, you either don't respond to treatment, or if it progresses, it leads to a situation that I think all of you read about and hear about. It's called heat stroke, and that's just a real medical emergency. 911 should be called right away. And as we call for these situations,
it really is like in the best interest. Just call 911. A lot of times people feel that they don't want to be a burden, but every single 911 responder I've ever spoke to, they always say the best 911 is when we call, we come, and we don't have to take them anywhere. That's what they're hoping for, is that they're not bringing someone to a hospital. So don't feel it's ever a burden. We are unfortunately coming to the end of this chat for the FunDay Monday Health Fair series. I want to thank you both so much for
Rebecca,
participating in that.
Can we just quickly remind everybody to check on their neighbors and pets, because we don't want to run out of time before saying that.
Absolutely. Check on your neighbors and pets. And, if something doesn't seem right, again, you can call 911 for that and just do, ask them if they would just do a chat on somebody. So that is wonderful advice. And again, thank you so much, our wonderful Project Independence nurses from Northwell, our incredible healthcare partner with Project Independence. Thank you.
Thanks, Rebecca. Stay safe, everyone. Have fun.
Have a good summer, everyone.
I hope that you had a great time joining us for this week's virtual FunDay Monday. I, along with our town board, our receiver of taxes, and our town clerk, thank you for allowing us to join you in your homes, on your TVs, and on your computers. We hope to see you again next week.